You know, I think the big thing for us was that we graduated 3 tremendous players last year and 3 tremendous leaders, and it took us a semester to decide we needed to create our own identity. We're a really different team than the team we were last year. If you note our scores, this year we averaged almost a little over 80 points a game, and last year we were playing in the 50s and 60s. We were a kind of defense-first type of team last year, and we had 2 good scorers. This year, if you look at even tonight, I think it was 6 guys were in double figures. A lot of different guys step up, and you know we have more length and probably a deeper team than we did a year ago. So I think it was a matter of us developing that depth so we had the confidence to play in a game like tonight.
You know, great hospitality down here. Nice to be back in the NCAA Tournament. Just kind of try to keep it rolling tomorrow.
Yeah, I think coming off on Wednesday, being able to practice in the gym early was beneficial for us. We got to get shots up, get used to the court, get used to the hoops. But the trip's been good so far. Hopefully we can get another one tomorrow night. Keep us
In today's digital age, there's a lot of availability of information. You know, Tom McGinnis does a phenomenal job with his team. You saw how confident, like the first play of the game, they banged a 3. That they make you pay for mistakes with 3-point shots. The big kid was, you know, really a problem for us in the first half, number 32. And it was one of those things where we know they're a really, really, you know, good offensive program, and we knew we were going to see zone. We knew it was going to be some 2-3. They showed 3-2 for a couple of possessions, but for the most part it was just 2-3. And I think part of that was just, you know, we're hard to guard with our size, and they don't have that size. I think the biggest thing for us is just to be able to use our length, like you saw down the stretch, and get deflections and get them out of their rhythm. And, you know, I think we did a pretty good job in the second half. I mean, look, they made 11 threes, but it took 29 shots, and a lot of those were challenged, and you tip your hat. You know that they're going to shoot a ton of threes. You know, there's a lot of long rebounds. I thought we did a really good job in the second half, more so than the first half, of making them make an extra pass, but contesting and then really getting the glass. You know, and I thought we just kind of got used to playing them in the second half. And, you know, credit to our guys. We had, like I said, 6 guys in double figures, and, you know, we made 11 threes too, you know, and that's a lot for us.
Yeah, I mean, the first half, I think we went out, Joey had that huge shot at 10.5, and that gave us a little bit of momentum coming out in the second half. I mean, we were up 8. They're a really dangerous team, being able to shoot the ball from 3, so we knew even with a little bit of a lead, they would be capable of coming back. So we just try to keep it one possession at a time, try to defend, rebound. Like Coach was saying, you shoot a lot of 3s, so there's long rebounds. So we try to clean those up. I mean, we kind of expected what the game was.
You know, you never know with them. You know, we knew it was going to be a multiple possession game. You know, they can come back in an instant with their 3-point shooting. You know, like we saw it on the stretch, I think they cut it to 4 or 5 in the last couple of minutes. You know, so we try to maintain our heads, stay level-headed, and see what happens. But we kept battling, and luckily never got too close.
I think that our guys did a really good job out of the media timeouts, like being able to get those extra chances to talk. And, you know, like Sam did a really good job coming off. We set some ball screens on the zone, and, you know, when he turned the corner, he made some really good reads. And, you know, our guys were unselfish, made extra passes. I think we had, you know, 12 assists on our, you know, first 17 or 18 field goals, and, you know, that's a really high percentage. And that means you guys are committed to sharing the ball and believing in each other. And that was the biggest thing, as we talked about, being able to trust each other to keep the ball moving so that the zone didn't get comfortable. So, you know, I think to start the second half, you saw Charlie Rice had just a phenomenal game on the baseline. You know, like he doesn't get a lot of credit for the things that he brings to the table, but he made, I think, 3 baseline jumpers that allowed us to keep scoring, maintain the lead. I mean, I think the big thing when you're up is, you know they're coming at you, but most importantly, that we were able to continue to stay ahead and not let them, you know, score when the clock stopped. And they only took 6 free throws, which that's a huge piece for us, is not to get scored on when the clock stops. And, you know, again, it's a lot of different guys every night for us. I expect different guys to step up again tomorrow. It took us a half to kind of figure out what we needed to do to be successful tonight, and that's a credit to our guys.
They were digging hard on the post, so early on, trying to get the established Brad and Isaiah down low. And those guys did a really good job of kicking the ball out when they dig on those guys. So I got a couple of early looks early on that went in. So I mean, feeling confident. And the rest of the team's got a lot of confidence in me, even when I had a little bit of a rough patch in the second half. I still got a lot of confidence in me to let it fly, and then another one towards the end. So I mean, just got to be confident, shoot or shoot, basically.
I mean, it's been great. You know, coaches are great. It's awesome coming to 3 straight NCAA tournaments. You know, just want to keep making a run. But, you know, with the assists, just trying to get other guys involved. There were 4 guys looking at me when I caught the ball. So, guys freed up early. You know, Chuck had some looks. Had some easy dump downs to the post. I mean, 6 guys in double figures. You know, so that was huge. I mean, everyone stepped up.